Hey y'all, Mike with Cardboard Kingdom. Welcome back to another Disney Lorcana market update video. Today is the 4th of October. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all have some good weekend plans. Exciting times here around my household, football, fall, all things pumpkin patches and whatnot, but I hope you guys all are doing well. Couple exciting things to talk about today. First and foremost is the sale going on at Best Buy. So Best Buy is running a significant discount across all of their Lorcana products. I'll put this link in the description of the video that kind of takes you to all of their Lorcana products. Some of the things I'm most excited about is mainly the booster box of Ursula's Return for $80. So if you guys have been around for a while, I've been talking for the last 3 or 4 months that I believe Ursula's Return is going to get very, very cheap. Cheaper than anything we've seen in regards to like Inkland's Floodborn first chapter. That time is finally here. We see $79.99 booster boxes. The sale is going for another 13 hours, it looks like, from this point. And this puts us right at expected value for that box. So this is a perfect time to pick this up if you have any interest in opening some Ursula's Return or even keeping it sealed. $79 a box is the cheapest price that you can get at quantity that we've seen thus far on TCG Player. This product is, I think, is at like 92 or 95, probably close to 100 to be honest. And right now you can get it for $79.99 all in from Best Buy. And once again, that is the expected value as well. Expected value for this box as of yesterday was about 80 bucks, give or take. So we're kind of right at that expected value range. You can pick it up very cheap. And then the thing, it's working very well hand in hand because the green deck, the green steel. The one thing about green that I'll give them is they are increasing the value of Ursula's Return with Diablos and some of the cards that go in the green steel deck. And so the expected value of Ursula's Return is up to 80. It was down at 70 for a really long time. So we're seeing some increases there. And then that in combination with the sale going on at Best Buy, it makes it a very, very good time to buy Ursula's Return, which I'm excited for because that's probably the set that I've opened the least, and it's one of my favorite sets in terms of the Enchanteds and things like that. I think it got a bad rap because of some of the art, but I think it's got some really good cards. Like I don't have the mini yet, I want that. I don't have the Anna yet, I want that. Don't have the Ariel yet, want that. So there's a lot of cards in there that I personally want. So I know I'm going to take advantage of getting some of these booster boxes for $79.99. Some other deals that are really good is the Deep Trouble Illuminator's Quest Deep Trouble box. This is for sale for $29.99. I think MSRP was $59.99 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $59.99. And there's 4 alt arts in here, guys. So you get an alt art Ian Sid, you get an alt art Wayward Sorcerer Mickey, you get an alt art Piglet, and an alt art Mulan. So you get 4 alt arts in there. Not the most crazy. They're not enchanted. They're not, the coolest art. I personally like them. They've got some unique text box. They've got some unique coloring. So you can get 4 alt arts for $29.99. You also get the game, which is incredibly fun. Something that I played with my daughter a little bit just to kind of mess around with. I love products like that. If you've been around for a while, you know it. But you can see there's significant discounts across all of their products. You can see even Floodborn starter decks for down at $8.49. You can get your deck boxes. Everything Lorcana is on sale. And then last thing to point out, you can get the starter deck, the Elsa and Wreck-It Ralph starter deck from Shimmering Skies for $9.99. The Elsa alone in cold foil for the 5th Spirit is $9. You then get the pack, you get all the other cards. So pretty good deal there, especially if you're looking to get into Lorcana. You can get a cool, shiny Elsa at the same time, getting your deck for very cheap and getting a pretty solid deck there. So that is it on the Best Buy front. Wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. I'm definitely most excited about Ursula's Return because I've just not gotten to open enough of it because I was steadfast and I was not paying, $100+ for a booster box when the expected value is 70, unless I was going to keep it sealed, which I have no desire to keep Ursula's Return sealed yet. In the future, I definitely will, but right now, I don't think there's any need to. So that is where we're at for the Best Buy. A couple, and shout out to the Discord. They provided me with this link, and then they also provided me with a couple of sellers that I at least want to put on your guys' radar here. The first seller is going to be an eBay seller. And look, I don't know if this person knew. Maybe they bought them and then they were just flipping them. Maybe they bought them in person and decided to flip them. I don't know what happened. But this eBay seller, Lorcana Champ, they've been selling a lot of Enchanteds. Someone in our Discord even picked one up locally from them, and a lot of them were fake. And so it looks like they've pulled everything down from their store, so I don't think it's a problem right now. And once again, I don't know. Maybe this person just picked them up and they didn't know any better, right? I do not know this person. No ill will towards them. Obviously, if they knew they were fake and they were selling them, then they should kick rocks. But at the end of the day, they could have been fooled. I have no clue what the situation was there. But just be careful if you're buying from Lorcana Champ. See if you get that eBay authenticity guarantee. Who knows? The fact that they pulled everything down makes me think that they at least are aware of it and maybe doing something about it. Maybe eBay's doing something about it. I don't know. But just be on the aware for Lorcana Champ. And then the other player, I could not find their store, the other person. It's called TCG Legends Unite. They had a ton. This is more TCG player specific, not eBay. They had a ton of listings on TCG Player right below, basically being the lowest listing, and people were buying a ton of stuff from them. They then create a fake tracking number and ship it. It never gets there, and then you have to file a claim to get your money back. That's happened to a couple people in the Discord, and just be on the lookout. It's not a real. They have real sales in the past, but right now they're just trying to get a buck, and until TCG Player shuts down their store, which it might be already. There's not there. We just need to avoid them. So it's called TCG Legends Unite is their name. It's all one word, and it's their TCG Player store. Once again, I couldn't find it, so I apologize. But if you're buying some cards on TCG Player tonight or over the next week, and you see that store name, just make sure you check the reviews, because there a lot of reviews had came in recently for negative reviews, and it was really dragging down their overall price. So a couple heads up there. Thank you for the Discord for providing me with that information so we could get it out to you guys. And then I wanted to take a look at here. We're still seeing a lot of really steady price movement. I want to take a look at the first chapter boost box though, because I haven't looked at it since our last video. So we're still at 223. Not too many on the first page, to be honest. Let's look at sales data here. On the 4th, we've had, oh wow. Okay, so today alone, 13 boxes. Yesterday, quite a few. Okay, so same old for the first chapter. Selling like crazy. We've got, what, maybe like 30 boxes on the first page till we're at 230. So this is going to be, over the next couple weeks, guys, it's going to get real interesting. Second page, we get to 240, and that's historically when we've seen Amazon, Ravensburger release their sales on Amazon, or more people start to come and list, because we're, at the end of the second page, we're at 250 already. And there's not that many boxes total. Maybe you're looking at like 70 to 80 all in, just rough numbers. Looking at least, maybe not even that much, to be honest. Maybe it's closer to 50, because we have that one listing for 16 there. Then we have a couple multiples, nothing significant, and then nothing even significant on the second page. So we might be like 50 boxes, 60 boxes from a $250 floor. So the next couple weeks should be pretty exciting to see what is going to come from the first chapter. It's going to get to make or break time soon, whether we either get we get another dump from Ravensburger, or we get news of like a reprint, or we get news that there is no reprint. Then once again, that's when that box is going to go parabolic, in my opinion. Other than that, guys, in terms of the individual cards, we're continuing to see some pretty significant increases across the board. Tinkerbell up to $429 for a near mint copy, which is absolutely insane. Someone bought one as well on the second for $409. So we are definitely back to reaching some all-time highs for some of our cards. Let's check in on Stitch for a near mint copy. $325, so a couple half came in since our last video, bringing down the near mint price of that card a little bit, but overall things remain incredibly consistent. $290 for Maui, $270 for Belle. I think this is up a little bit from when we looked at it. There has been a couple sales, $240 and $270, so we've got a $270 floor there. It's nice to see these cards bounce back. They've been, for 3 or 4 months though, everything was just kind of down and to the right. Not the direction we want to be seeing. So nice to see some things bounce back. Nice to see some steady movement here. Let's check in on the Stitch one time. My boy, we've got a couple sales around the 350 mark, 330, 350, 360, a couple copies. So there's been 4 sales just yesterday. Cool to see. Very iconic card. Glad people are picking it up. I do not think it's going to be this cheap for a while, but we've got 385. Then we're back up to 400. For the Stitch, which is really nice. Now I want to pull your guys' attention to a kind of a Grail. In my opinion, apart from, what would I put up there? I would probably say, apart from the one-of-one serialized Mickey that's going to go to the World's winner next year. This is probably, in my opinion, the most valuable card within Lorcana, even given all the other trophy cards. Some of those might not have as much pop, like especially the 1 out of 500 serialized Mickey. We know that there's 1,000 of these Elsas, or 900 at least, or 900 is what we know to be in existence. And I don't know. I just feel like 1,000 sounds better. More round number, who knows? But 900 were officially sold to the market. But the difference between these and the Mickeys are these are incredibly hard to grade. So these cards, there's only roughly 350, give or take, PSA 10s on the market. It's the only cards within Lorcana that have the first edition stamp on them, and Elsa is the chase of Lorcana. So this is a standard art. The card doesn't look that awesome in this particular picture, but all of the D23 from 2022 have the enchanted foil under them. And so it is an enchanted foil with the traditional art. It's got the first edition stamp, and so in my opinion, this card is right up there with the most valuable cards in Lorcana. Last I looked, the cheapest buy it now on eBay was about $7,200. This is a card that I do not own. This is definitely a card in my long-term goal list, but at the end of the day, I do not have it right now. But I'm very excited to see where this auction ends. 35 bids currently, 6,300, but we've still got several days to go. So it ends Sunday night at 8 p.m. Be very interested to see where that card goes at. Once again, the cheapest buy now, last time I looked, was like 7,200. So in my opinion, if this card gets that close, then we might see that. I think there's like 2 in that range that are listed for buy it now. We might see those start to get swooped up, and then who knows? In my opinion, this card has as much movement as really any card, or much potential as any card in Lorcana long term, and this is very much long term. And it's hard. Look, it's hard to tie up that much capital in one card, but this is definitely one that if you buy it, you want it in a safety deposit box, out of sight, and nice and safe and secure, right? In some sort of vault, whatever you want to do. Make sure that it's safe, because this is it. This is the card. So I wanted to just make sure you guys are aware of the auction. It's just these are the things that I'm watching, things that I think are exciting. Really want to see where this one ends, because it is a very hard grade. It's like sub 50%, if I'm not mistaken, and it's the Grail of the entire Lorcana market, in my opinion, until we get the 1-of-1 golden Mickey from the World's finals, because that will be, if that card goes to auction, we're talking 6 figures easy, in my opinion. So shout out to whoever wins that. They're gonna get a year's salary, which will be really cool. I cannot wait for Continentals and Worlds here. We're getting into it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So with that being said, guys, that is last thing. I apologize. There are people selling the Mirabelle Set Championship card on eBay. People are buying it. People are paying way too much for it. I apologize. I didn't have the search ready. Did I spell Mirabelle wrong? I feel like that is not how you spell Mirabelle. But nevertheless, that card is on eBay. Do not buy it. Set championships haven't even happened yet. There we go. That's okay. My bad. The set championships have not even happened yet, and people are selling it. The people who are selling it most likely are people who, let's see here. Is it on TCG Player yet? It is not. I wanted to see if, but I think it is this. I think it is this card. Sorry, guys. Long story short, the people who are selling this card are stores who either didn't run the set championships like they should have, and they're just trying to get a cash grab, or people from like a creator tournament, whatever, are selling it. And that's fine, right? There's no, if they win it and they want to sell it early, that's fine. I just don't want you guys to buy it, is kind of my message, because this card is going to come down significantly in the future. So this is, once again, for those of you that are new, this is the first set championships that's out of the top 8 get a prize. Historically, it was top 4. In addition, Lorcana is growing, so more stores are running set championships, so there's probably more in population anyway. And so people are paying, I saw sales for like $700, $600, $500. This card is going to be sub $50 once it's all said and done. And so I'm always preaching patience and not to FOMO in. The set championship card of Mirabelle, which I cannot get put up on eBay at the moment, I apologize for not being prepared there, is not worth anything what it's going for right now. So don't think, oh, it's out, it's a limited edition thing, like nothing like that. That card is going to be ready and available by the time we're through with October, and especially into November and December. That card is going to be a $50 card, would be my guess. Still a very cool card, but it's not very playable, and there's going to be a ton of them. So just keep that in mind. Still a great card, still a card I will own long term, but it's just not something that I'm going to pay $500, $600, $700 for. So I wanted to put that on your guys' radar. Do not jump the gun on the Mirabelle Set Championship that is going for $700. I saw one go for, which is just absolute insanity. So overall, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back with some more content soon. Bye, guys.